I was going to ask you, first of all, I am a diehard Suns fan. LeBron's my GOAT, but I have a...
Over Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
But see, I have Suns toys. I got yeah. Okay. Why, did you play for Mike D'Antoni ever? Was it in New York?
Yeah, New York.
Okay. Why Mike D'Antoni? What was your experience with Mike? Because I have heard very mixed things, mostly very negative things about Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into hella detail, but, it just, I just respect coaches that just tell you the truth all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk shit behind my back. Don't tell me one thing and then tell somebody else another. You know what I'm saying? So that's the phony part of it. The other thing was like, I may be wrong. And like I said, the one thing I say about athletes, we don't have a real concept of reality, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us special. That's the reason why there's 30 million, 300 million people that play basketball and aspire to be pros.
There's only like 300 in it.
It is only 450. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason for that. I just felt like we could have been a better team if we attempted to play defense. Like we literally never did anything for defense. Like nothing. Never practiced a rotation. Like nothing. So I'm just like, how do you expect us to win if we can't defend? You understand what I'm saying? And we used to tell him that. And, one time, Larry Hughes fell out of the rotation because me and Larry went to him before practice one day and was like, yo, coach, listen, we understand defense isn't a priority, but, we talked to all the players and we're all willing to come in 30 minutes before practice.
To work on defense.
Because, bro, we want to fucking win, bro. We the Knicks.
You're in New York.
We're in New York, bro. And he got all emotional and upset and offensive and you think it's defense? That's how he talk. You think it's defense? You think it's defense the problem? We're like, yes, we can't defend nobody. We don't know rotations. We don't communicate. Yes. And he got all pissed off. And, that just really frustrated me, and it just made me not like him as much as a coach. Now, obviously, I got numbers under him, right. You know what I'm saying, which is his style is just...
7 seconds or less.
Yeah, it's 7 seconds. It's wide open. It's about getting as many shots as fast as you can, which can be considered bad basketball, depending on who you are.
Well, listen, the Suns never won a ring, and he's never won a ring.
And that's and then...
It makes for great regular season records.
And then you just keep getting jobs.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the league, and we could cover that another time too. It's just like they keep recycling the same coaches, and what you think you're gonna get a different result? Why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. Don't get me started.
So what years were you with the Knicks?
I think I was there 2010 and 11. I got traded there. So I got traded there, I think, in 2010.
So, was that like Amari's first year?
No, Amari came right after me.
Okay. So were you on the team with Amari?
No, I never played with Amari.
You never played
or Melo. Okay. I left there, went to Denver with Melo, and then Melo got traded halfway through the season to the Knicks.
And then you ended up playing with Landry Fields and
No, I played.
Who was all the random Knicks?
So I played. My era was when I was there. It was Tim Thomas that came back for a second. Tracy McGrady played with us for a second.
Wait, Tracy McGrady played on the Nuggets?
The Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks. No. I'm talking about on the Nuggets.
Nuggets is it was Nene.
Okay, Nene was a very underrated guy.
It was Melo, Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, but when Melo got traded, you played the year after with those guys, right?
With those guys, yeah.
So that was
J.R. Smith.
J.R. That was.
What's my Ty Lawson, Aaron Afalo.
What was the light skinned dude that the Knicks traded to the Nick or that they traded him to the Nuggets, but he was kind of borderline you could be damn, this guy could be an all-star.
Aaron Afalo.
No, Aaron Afalo played for UCLA. I'm talking about there was a forward. Was it a small forward? He was a part of that Knicks Melo trade. And
Gallinari.
No. Fuck.
That's who came. Wilson Chandler.
Oh,
okay.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
You said the name.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, shout out to Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, big shout out to Wilson, bro.
What would you consider because you've been a part of some dope teams. Obviously, shout out to the Pacers. I feel like the Pacers were one of those teams that when I think of the best teams that never got a ring, I think of the Pacers. I think of the Suns. I think of a couple versions of the Suns. Fuck my life. And then I just, but the Pacers, I feel legit were talently if you look at the roster, like 1 through 8 or 9, like the best team in the league a couple of years in a row.
Yeah, man. When I first came in the league, when I first came in the league, it was the year after, Mike did the push off to Reggie and hit the shot, to win that series. So, they were so mad. They were licking their wounds. They thought that, we would win it the next year. No bullshit. So it was a lockout year when I came in. So they were so focused that they had training camp. Training camp started when training camp was supposed to start, because Reggie was like, so whenever the season do start, we'll be in better shape than anybody. So they had us all there. Everybody was there except for, I think, Jalen Rose and Dale Davis, but everybody to a man was there.
Was Rick Smits on that team?
Rick Smits was on the team too.
Yeah.
So, bro, we there doing he was in and out of the practice during that time because he had bad feet. Yeah. So we worked our ass off up until like maybe Thanksgiving, and then we're like, well, look like shit ain't about to happen. And remember, it didn't start until like January of the next year or whatever. But at that time, the league was all about vets. So it was like who had the best vets at that time. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we just ran into the Knicks, and Larry Johnson had that 4-point play.
That 4-point play was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that pretty much knocks us out the box, takes our momentum away. But then the next year, man, we get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? We get to the finals, but we ran into a fucking unbelievable Kobe Bean Bryant and fucking Shaq that you can't do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? And even I'm gonna tell you this funny thing about that series. We thought we had a series-altering moment when Jalen Rose stepped under Kobe and made him roll his ankle.
You guys were like,
you
guys were kind of excited, like, hey, we got a chance.
Bro, this was old school basketball.
Yeah, you're
bro.
like, that's right. Go sit your bitch ass down.
Yes, all that, that was, like everybody in the locker room, like, yes, we got this motherfucker out type shit. And fucking Kobe plays the next game.
Taped his shit up. Kept it moving.
And not only kept it moving, he had like 36 or something.
Was that an on-purpose thing? You'll see guys always try to slide under the landing spot.
Well, J. Rose said it. I mean, I think he's said it himself. He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
He stepped
let's get him out of here.
Yeah, like, you don't know that you're going to make him roll his ankle, but you hope something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, during that time, it was no holds bars. It was just like survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would say that it was done on purpose.
I'm assuming throughout that series you had to have like eventually kind of ended up on Shaq by accident. Maybe there was a switch
I was
or something.
hurt. I was about to have back surgery.
Did you ever like?
I guarded Shaq though.
What was it like guarding? Because they always say he's the most dominant player of all time, and peak Shaq. I just I don't know what you can do really.
Bro, you pray. So when he was in Phoenix,
the big cactus.
Bro, he was rolling down the lane. And I rotated over to take a charge.
Oh.
And when I got there,
he's heavy
I had already made the commitment. And I just closed my eyes and I said, God, please. And he hit me and fell on top of me, but, it just didn't hurt. I was like surprised, like boom. And I opened my eyes and he looking right at me. He was like, you lucky you from Jersey. Other than that, I would have killed you. He like looking dead on top of me like, you lucky you from Jersey. I was like, thank you, big fella. But guarding Shaq was impossible, bro. But when I'm guarding him, we gotta double team him. So it's just like I'm just holding him up as much as I can. And this was my Golden State days. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We played small ball, so that means now he gotta guard me on the
you're like
end.
the big guy on the team.
You know what I'm saying? So but we had success. Like I said, we beat him every time. You know what I'm saying? But Shaq was a load, bro.